Welcome, Money, to the Iowa channel, Astro Inudabi, bringing oneness in astrology and spirituality. It's a pleasure to have you on the live. Namaste to you.
Namaste, Abhi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for having me again. How are you doing?
I'm good. I love these podcasts. I love it. I love it. And I hope that every listener finds it insightful and take it from where I've left it and find their own way on their own mission of discovery.
Oh,
So,
journey. Yes.
journey.
Yes. Yeah. Um, I'm so grateful for being part of the podcast and you answering the questions, not just my own questions, but also questions from the various platforms you engage on.
Mhm.
So thank you, Abhi, as well, upfront. Before we delve into further questions, thank you for always being so forthcoming with information, for always willing to share your knowledge, your experience, your awareness, not just with me, but with so many other people um, whose lives that you've changed my life, that's for sure. And I'm sure you've changed many others as well. And I
Yeah.
know I speak on their behalf as well when I say thank you. Um, Okay, so today I have another question.
Mhm.
Um, so I want to know, and it's not just for me again. I want to know what is black magic? What is black magic? Comes up a lot um, in the live. People ask, um, has something been done to me, or something does not make sense? Where is it coming from? Is it black magic? So, and I'm saying this in like inverted commas. What is in inverted commas black magic?
Right. Well, thank you for such a question. I get this all the time. It's very difficult
Mm,
to answer this on the live when I'm doing it on the live on TikTok, but it's very good to answer it on the podcast because this year it's recorded and on the live it's actually a live. And here I'm glad that such a question is posed on the podcast so that this can be transferred to whoever has such a question. I can just submit this to them. So, black magic. What is black magic? So, if there's black magic, there's white magic. What is magic? Why magic? Where does the word magic come from? Look, I'll do a separate podcast on wordings, but we must understand the yin and yang, the positive and negative. We must understand that these are the two frequencies that exist. The polarity is the positive and negative, the blue pill, the red pill, the what frequencies are. I've done a whole write up on the blue pill, the red pill. But let's look at the actual question: what is black magic? Let's try and understand what is black magic. Let's try and understand what is energy. What is energy? Energy in the material dimension is electricity, hertz, either high vibration or low vibration. Now, both have the ability to alter state of being. Where does it come from? So, if you look at the positive and the negative, where does it come from? Negative just means very low frequency, and high frequency means high vibration, positive. So, it's then safe to say that it's only one energy, just in a different frequency. So, that energy comes from only one place. Let's call it the sun. So, the source of the energy is the sun, but what you do with the energy is totally up to you. So if I
mm,
have to describe this here from a comprehensible for the listeners out there and for you, since you're asking this question, the source of the energy is the sun, but what you do with it is entirely up to you. I could hang the clothes with it. You could take a magnifying glass and burn somebody's hand with it. Now, by using that energy at the expense of somebody, I would call black magic. And you would use that energy at the expense of somebody because your vibration is very low. As a consequence of a low frequency, ego, lust, envy, hatred, animosity is there. So naturally, you would use that energy to burn somebody. So, what is black magic? Black magic is you. You are the black magician. When you are vibrating low, when you're egoistical, when you're hurtful. But then a promoted black magician is one who will take that and do and cause serious harm to the next piece of life. Is black magic real? It's very real. But so is white magic. You counter black magic with white magic. You counter negative energy with positive energy. You counter low energy or low vibration with high vibration. You counter less knowing with more knowing. I hope it answers your question.
It does. It does.
Look! Black magic is done to drop somebody's energy down, and as a consequence, they eat themselves up. With the low frequency, a person behaves with animalistic traits, desires, ego, passion, and all of these things. They're bound to make a mockery of themselves. So, black magic is very real, and so is white magic. So the energy is from the same source. It's just at two different frequencies, and the person that's practicing black magic is a person that is vibrating in a very low vibration, causing harm at the expense of somebody is definitely black magic. But where one uses the light, that energy, the same light, to uphold or take life from a current state of consciousness to a higher state of consciousness, I call that white magic or light giving. A black magician doesn't give light. A black magician brings darkness, creates darkness. The various tantric mantras, sacrificial actions to pacify entities in the material dimension to work on behalf of the practitioner. That's a black magician. But a white magician will sacrifice, yes, but a white magician or a light giver will sacrifice his or her time to bring awareness to the next, to promote the well-being of life. So a white magician is a sacrificial one of themselves. Self is time. Self is beyond time. But self in the body is governed by time. So you're sacrificing your energy. Energy is what you are. Your own energy. The black magician will sacrifice somebody else's energy. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Wow, this is the most. I think this is top 5 questions that I get asked all the time. So thank you, dear listeners.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayur.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I as I said, I appreciate your insights, and especially on this touchy topic, a very touchy subject.
Very.
Yeah.
But we cannot shy away from it because it's existing. Right? It's been there, it's here, it'll always be there. Right? Jai Shri Ram. Namaste to you.
Jai
God
Shri
bless you.
Ram.
Have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.